Don't like that. Motion sickness mode activated.
Yeah, talking about motion sickness. You know, when I went on my honeymoon with my wife, we went to what's it called, parasailing. I just vomited
Oh.
on air
Were
when I
you
was flying.
guys like on the dual parasail, so you were like together?
Yeah, I was just beside her and I was vomiting all the
Did
way.
did you vomit like immediately? Like you went up
Like
and then
maybe 2 minutes after. Like it was like not immediately, but it was quite quick. You know, when I kind of. I mean, I was already seasick because of you have to travel into the middle of the sea to to go up on the thing, whatever you call it.
right. Well, you should have had some Captain Coco's rum. You would have been fine.
I had them after, but it was already too late. Like somebody took a
Yeah.
picture of me like with the vomit
Oh God.
in one line down the sea parasailing.
Oh God.
And the fishes
That's
were following the trail because food, food.
I bet. I bet. Well, that's unlucky. I'm very fortunate to have a resistance to nausea, but every now and
What?
then, you know.
You have seasick resistance?
Yeah, I have resistance. I spec into it.
Give me the item. What item should I buy?
CJ, you need to buy. You need to buy. Which boots make the most sense to buy? Phase boots. I don't know. No jokes there, unfortunately. Couldn't come up with one. Hold on. I don't need to. They're gonna fight in the river. No, they're not. Aurora? No, this time it's going to be Mag ID with 3 runes. Well done to them.
Oh, Dolu has boots and blood grenade. That's all he has in this lane. Boots
Wow.
and blood grenade because he thinks that the Medusa AT lane is dog shit. Oh no, he just wants boots to run away from the staple gun.
Yeah.
Or the
Rubik's pretty good into this hero though. Well, actually not really. Pardon me. What I meant to say is he's not good into this hero because the Astral Spirit gives bonus damage, which is not reduced by Fade Bolt. So you don't usually care about the Fade Bolt's damage.
So that's
damage
why
reduction.
you get boots. You
Yeah.
run away with your Nikes.
Oh, I mean,
He didn't really run away.
he did not. No, he kind of just tanked the staples anyway. But sometimes it's about sending a message, isn't it?
Oh well,
this time I
I'm
love
sure
staples.
He's not gonna want to be staple gunned again. Oh no, his career is gone.
So fast as ET.
Yeah,
It's a little scary. ET runs at 339 with the buff. Rubik's runs at 335 with boots. So Ollie can still kind of catch up. Obviously, Dalal has a lift, and being a melee hero versus the ranged heroes comes with its problems. But we'll see how things get going here.
Yeah, how about his counterpart? Is CJ gonna have a much better lane this time compared to last game? I mean, it's Faces Void against Primal Bat. Should be better than the last time. Last time was what, Magnus?
I think it's going to be worse, but hopefully only for the maiden. I think Q is already licking his chops, going, I dare you, step into the trees.
Maiden against Barrier, that's one of the hardest matchups to play for the lane. Because of the displacement, you go a little bit too far up, you get boink, you die. Nobody can save you. If your carry is not Sven, you die. Okay, is he getting boink back and die? No.
A nice fade bolt by Delol. Aggroed the creeps from range to stop the pull from happening. Pretty well done. They'll give another wave under tower to Womi. Very useful. Womi, who by the way is going for a single Wraith Band, and then probably next is going to be the Bracer. Fear.
Lift, stun.
23. I don't know. Good effort here, but they're going to turn back now with the Blood Grenade onto Womi. Lots of move speed, but he's tanky. He's just tanky enough. No, he's not. Ollie persists, receiving the kill. Delol out of mana. Can't really do anything about it.
Okay, that did not look like a good goal. Initially, it felt like it was the right move to pin the Medusa and try to take away some of her mana pool, but it didn't work out for them in the end. Delol gonna try to take the Lotus. Oh no, he lost the Plague battle.
Yeah, that was...
GG. He has to go die to the jungle or the Roche. Oh no, Roche
he's gonna die to Astral Spirit, I think. Oh no, he didn't just barely miss, huh? Ollie. Ran him back. Oh, hold on. The kill's on bottom. They've opened up now onto the maid, and this might get ugly here, folks, as the Lil dies to the Ogre Bruisers.
Let me ask you like a question, Richie.
Okay.
After watching all these pro players play in the lane, right? Is there something that stuck to you? You know, the way they play the lane actually just made things so much easier. Is there anything that you learned after all the games, you know, we've been watching together?
Oh, definitely, definitely. I think the issue is I'm too used to seeing things with all sight, with all vision on, and I have too much. I don't have to worry about my own hero. I don't have to worry about the flexibility. But what it has helped me on, it's helped me always identify when I'm doing the wrong thing. I'm never really sure when I'm doing the right thing as a support in the lane, but when I see the creeps in a certain position, when I see my camp getting blocked, when I see, you know, the enemy carry doing whatever, I know that I'm doing the wrong thing because of the situation I'm in. I never really know when I'm still doing the right thing, though. You know, that's still, I haven't really figured that one out. But I definitely
does
know
it
when
also
I'm messing
strike
up.
you that, oh, that doesn't work in my game? You know, sometimes you see things and you're like, oh, that will never work in my game.
Yep. I can't skip waves, because if I skip waves, my carry gets mad.
I mean, it's just amazing, right? The game is like totally different at this level. Like every small little thing they do in the lane is just sometimes you never think of it. Like the half pulls players have been just constantly doing, and
True.
sometimes putting the sentry. Remember the sentries? Like people would play sentries in the lane
In the tower,
before,
yep.
yeah, to make the creeps hit the sentry so the wave will go into the tower.
No,
I think that
nothing like
has to be the most interesting that I've seen like thus far.
Oh, the ET's got boots now. The lol, what now, huh? As the lol, rather, Ali will be able to unblock the camp. Oh, I've always wanted to try things from pro games, but ultimately the skill ceiling, my APM, you know, it's not there really.
APM? Come on. Dota is like not an APM intensive game. You're not playing
Okay,
SC2, you know?
it's brain issue then. Are you happy?
I'm sorry.
Put a scout.
I didn't mean to put it like this, Richie.
No, I mean, it's hard for me to keep track of a lot of things, right?
23.
I even struggle when I have 6 items and 4 actives. In trouble, 23 Savage. He's got 10 wand charges, got mana boots in 12 seconds. He's going to need an Echo Stomp, and he's not going to really get it. Echo Stomp doesn't catch anything at all, and 23 Savage just popped like a balloon underneath his tier 1 tower.
That's the classic. I want to get 3 heroes, and I got none. You know, if you just try to get 1 or 2,
sometimes you got to settle.
Yeah. It's tough, though. It's tough. When you're playing at this level, you tend to always go for the maximum you can get, and sometimes that hurts you.
Hello? Was not level 6. Oh, he just got it from the creep.
That was a good heads up play. You know, he just went in. He wanted to finish the creep, and yeah. But now the catapult is there to pressure the tower with the DP ult. Still gonna take a lot of damage. He needs his team here. CM is already here.
Regen rune active. I don't know about this.
Yeah, and that's okay. Tower didn't really take too much damage. Seven-minute runes, wisdoms. You always want to see a 1-1 split. If you want to hope for a competitive game, you don't want to see like a 2-0 right away. Before halftime, 2-0, GG. It's not even halftime, right? It's not even halftime. It's like what is this, a quarter? It's not half for sure. 7 minutes.
Manta into Eye of Scotty. Yeah, I mean, standard stuff on this Medusa build, isn't it? I don't really think... I haven't seen a ton of Medusa. I've seen a handful of games. Not so many, so I'm eager to see how it's expected to perform into the Faceless Void. I would think very well.
Agreed. Very well. Chrono into Stone Gaze, you know, always a tough thing to deal with. Are you gonna actually go for the Manta Disperser build on FV against Dusa? I think that's probably the way to tip the balance in this matchup.
Yeah, right, because it's not like you have a Pango mid who's going to go for a Diffusal.
Yeah, you have literally 0 Diffusal heroes. It kind of is like not even that bad, right? You can dispel, use it to dispel later for the Bat Rider sticky flame break, the silence of the DP. Could be useful. Storm
Okay.
Spirit.
Dabs this time is going to be saved, but Poda, he's got basically unlimited mana with the Arcane Rune. I think Ali, he even might be in for a bit of trouble now. Overloads. No, I don't have damage, and eventually he's going to have to call it quits.
Still has stick charge, so he's fine. And meanwhile, Bat Rider roasting some stacks, grilling some meat.
Ooh, delicious, tasty.
Even has some DP Crypt Swarm as seasoning on top.
Stupendous.
That's the thing I hate the most when I'm playing bad support, you know, the enemy just comes and steals my dinner. But what if you just go and steal their dinner, you know? That's the way to counter it.
Ollie's going to get... Oh, no, he's not going to play aggressive with this, but he's got a lot of bonus damage now. Big stack rated here. We can see the Bat clearing a couple of other ginormous stacks now. This is significant. He was like, come farm this, and Lorenoff's like, oh, okay, I love farming.
Yep, he's still gonna go for his build Solar Crest. I was thinking, remember I was telling you about how he probably should consider getting a dagger in this type of lineup. But I guess that was before they picked Primal. With Primal, then you can kind of do your own thing again. Because Primal will do all the initiating job for you.
I see.
And Bat Rider is just very fun in the early game when you get stacks. You have a good lane, you're allowed to go stacks. Go make some stacks and ultimately clear it for yourself. And you get ahead in levels and you get a very early lasso. And it just feels really good for your hero.
He's got a lasso at 10. Not too bad. As Ali has kind of gotten the worst out of this.
He almost got his Pavis as well, you know. This item is actually very useful on Bat.
Doing quite well. I think you can be happy. I mean, even if you don't clear the stacks yourself, if you're there because of the stack sharing, you know, mechanic,
yes, sir.
You get a bit, right? I mean, it's
you
still
get
well
bit,
worth
but not
your time.
everything, you know. Sometimes you need just that solo gold for yourself if you're rushing dagger, especially if you're rushing dagger.
You're right, but I think the important thing to know is that if you're in the experience range and you stack the camps, you actually generate more XP than you would have gotten.
I know.
So
I'm just a bloody, greedy fucking support.
On heroes like Bat Rider, I do think you want those levels. You can probably...
Freezing field smoke, clearing stacks. Guess what? We're here to loot again, Q says.
Uh-oh. They're just in there. And they know something's up. What? How could they know? That Mystic Snake's going to get a couple of bounces. 23 Savage does not have a point saved for the ultimate. He cannot ulti here. As Poda, he's going to run in with this shield rune. He's got a lot of protection. The stack still being farmed right now by Lorenoff as the Chronosphere does come out. Do they really have the damage? Yes, they do, as they will commit not only the Chrono, but also the Arena. What's left now to fight into Lorenoff? Not a whole lot. The lull, he's got his own Spirit Siphons negating Lorenoff's, and that's going to be the lull, netting himself a double kill before Jabs joins the fight to put down the Rubik. ET ultimate now coming through, should just nick CJ here, but it's not going to be nearly enough damage as Poda still even has the shield rune up just for 11 HP, but just so comfortable in this fight as Aurora are taken down early by MAG.ID. What a read by them.
Over-aggression. I feel like after they retreated away from the stack, I think they shouldn't really just chase the heroes. They should just finish the remaining stacks. That's like 400 or 500 gold still. I mean, it's pretty good still, you know. But instead they wanted to kill the heroes and they chased, and the Storm TP in with a shield rune, and that was it. Just you see all this like constant over-aggression in the series today from Aurora. When they have a slight advantage, they're trying to push too much, you know. Sometimes you just have to settle.
Yeah,
pretty sure they were already going to steal the remaining stacks from the Ancients, and there was nothing that Raiden could have done.
Just a phenomenal read, though, by MAG.ID. I think it was a good read, and yeah, overreaching there by Aurora, but it will not really get them much. And if anything, is going to help accelerate MAG.ID's game here. It's going to slow down 23 Savage, who he's going to now have 2 deaths on his Dusa.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
I mean, that's going to be a huge stack. Who's going to take it? Is Bat Rider going to take it? Are he not? Dusa is here to collect. Oh no, never mind. EP and bat is gonna do it.
Yep. And the Primal is a mega stack. My goodness. That's going to be some good money. Jabs is going to do well with that. I assume it's going to be Blink Dagger next into BKB for him. And then after, we'll see what he wants to go for. Mid lane, careful. Freezing Field onto 22 Savage, as Pota's not going to be allowed to deal enough damage there. Kind of feels bad when you fail that, and then the Deucer just throws a snake and basically gets all the mana back. Will we see Void Diffusal? No, we won't. It's going to be Mjolnir.
I mean, despite that, I mean, MAG.ID, they're in a pretty good position right now compared to the last game at this point of time in the game. I mean, your Faces Void is doing well. No Diffusal, but Maelstrom helps you farm. Good scaling item still. The much better scaling item compared to Diffusal. Silence, Loreno.
Yep, into the ET Stomp, but the rune has spawned bottom ultimately. It's just an invis, but, you know, bottle refill can go a long way in these kinds of games. The lull, just going to deny it.
Oh, Spirit Siphon. Time to fight, baby, with the Chrono and Spirit Siphon or Rubik.
That's what, 120 something DPS, 118?
Yeah, this has to be one of the strongest spells, like non-ultimate spells that you can steal in the early game.
Yeah.
Do you think it's unfair that he gets like all the charges when he steals the spell?
Absolutely not, because when you level the ability, you start with a charge. Why do you gotta nerf Rubik even more, man? Come on. You gotta let him play.
It's not about nerfing or buffing, it's about being fair.
I think it is fair, because if you level the ability, you immediately get an extra charge.
Okay. So as long as everyone has the same same mechanic, right? Then it's fair.
I think so. Right, when you level Astral Step, you don't start with 0 steps, you start with 2. What else? What other charge-based abilities in the game besides...
When the Water Boy turns into anything that has charge, he gets the full charge.
Oh, also very true, yeah.
So it's consistent.
It's
fair.
Yeah. It's certainly strong. I'm not contesting that at all, but, you know, I've definitely died in instances over my, you know, however many thousand games of Dota I've played, where a DP gets another level and then she starts sucking for another Spirit Siphon, and I'm like, you didn't have that before. That's illegal, but really, it's just fine.
How do you get over it every time you die?
After I die and lose the game, I simply press the green button again and then find something else to be angry at.
Getting over it.
Yeah, I refocus and I rechannel my rage, Winter. Rune, spawn stop. It's an amplified damage rune. I'm coming over to pick this up. It could be Wommy. No, okay, they're going to let the storm take it. Fair enough.
How can you take that away from the storm? This is why you get reported when you're playing off, that you take the rune away from your mid laner.
Who was the which team did we watch with the Rubik?
Oh, it was Ollie. He denied the rune.
And Lordov just zipped it onto it.
Like, what the hell? Mate.
Oh, good ward there. It's gonna break the smoke, and they're only gonna end up losing Ollie. Pota also is gonna pop the DD rune. That means they will unlikely be able to defend this tier 1 tower mid.
And Mag is on a roll. Aurora is still busy getting their items. The bat has dagger now, so maybe this is time for them to try to go for some pickups with the bat. And Primer doesn't have dagger. He's just busy getting his BKB, which he will get in I think as soon as he clears this stack of triple ancients.
Oh, it's big. Big one. And he doesn't really care about the Dragonhide armor that these creeps are getting, so he's going to clear them very quickly. Would have been worse if he got the Granite Golems.
Yeah, those are the sad ones to deal with if you're stacking, even as Bat Rider or as other heroes. And you see the Granite Golem, you feel a little bit discouraged. Oh, this is going to take an extra minute.
Yeah, right.
Oh boy, what can you do? You know, Gaven's not happy with me today.
I really like that the ancients in the game. Honestly, I wouldn't mind if they brought, well, maybe not the shamans, but they should bring back another.
Oh, jabs. Oh no! Finish your BKB.
Okay, he bought it. He got it. Yeah, he's okay. He dies, but he did buy it.
Oh, that was so close. That would have been such an impactful kill if he actually didn't get the last hit on the creeps there. I mean, right now, his team is looking for revenge.
They might
How
be
can
able to
you
find
just
some
kill
revenge.
our captain?
TPs are incoming. CJ, Arena of Blood though, the counter initiation as Q, his Blink Dagger reveal is going to turn on its head. CJ, he will live, in fact, back to full HP. As making the jump now is going to be Poda. Spell stolen is going to be Stone Gaze by Delal. He has a Blink Dagger on the Rubik as CJ still holding on to the Chronosphere. Juju looking to close the door from behind as there out comes the Chronosphere that should find the kill onto Ollie. That is the stolen Stone Gaze, which will stone 23 Savage. Match style utilized, does not have enough mana for the Mystic Snake, and taken down. MAG.ID more than just on a roll, starting to dominate in
shit.
game 2.
I mean, Aurora, once again, you know, the captain dies and the other 4 players just decides, okay, it's time for us to fight. Just keep being aggressive, you know. Just runs into a Chronosphere and Dusa dying again, you know, just again, you know, being over-aggressive. They just needed to wait and get everyone together. You have just purchased a BKB on Primal Beast. That is an expensive item, you know. You need to play with it.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
I mean, Aurora just looks really unstable, you know, today. Like, one game, they're like playing well, or even in the same game, one moment they're playing really well, and then the next moment they just make a huge boo-boo and they lose control of the game.
Still recoverable though. I mean, a 3K net worth lead, it's insignificant, but the BKB's finished. That was the blink reveal from Q, but he didn't get the lasso off. See what now they can look to find, as in trouble is going to be Lauren off in the mid lane. He's got a Yule Scepter, but no chance to use it. No, he's got a small chance to use it, but can they actually save his life? Out come the life drains. The Arena of Blood's pretty darn good. CJ trying to fight, but doesn't really have much to offer. 23 Savage cannot hit a damn thing here, but the BKB out from jabs. Already 2 dead. Make it 3 now, and it seems like they might just be able to find CJ as well. I don't think he makes it out alive from this one. ET Ultimate show is going to at least force him to deviate as he just barely makes it downhill. I think he will live. Flame Break does catch him. Time dilation is pretty good. Should prevent the Pulverize from coming in. I think they're going to have to give up the chase. Ooh, what a fight. I cannot believe Lauren off lived, but that's the power of the DP right there.
They just needed to wait for their captain, you know, the primal with BKB. That's all they needed to do. And they showed MAG who's boss right there. And MAG didn't fight with their Chronosphere as well, so they were lacking a huge disable on their team fight.
Good arena though. Good arena.
Yeah, but just not enough. When your Storm gets locked down, gets lassoed and died right away, so there goes your huge chunk of damage. If you had Chrono, then maybe you could have made some counterplay to save the Storm, then it would have been a different story. Discipline. Both teams need some discipline right now. Easier said than done. In the game, sometimes your blood just gets boiling in the heat of the moment. You see an opportunity. Wow, I'm gonna get like a big Echo Slam, a big Chrono, a big Mars Arena, and then you forgot to click on your teammate. Oh, my teammate does not have egg. Oh boy, I guess.
You're trying
to
find a Ravage and
you have to stop giving yourself
onto
excuses, you know, by saying unlucky. You have to take responsibility. Oh, it's my fault. I did not check.
Oh, well, they see. Oh, I thought they saw CJ. I know someone's farming the camp. Jabs is trying to play it cool here, perhaps, because there is a smoke gank coming his way. CJ, anytime walk down to the low ground, he'll be just fine. Scan, gonna find him. They also have this ward, which should have seen the Storm and Juju. And continue giving chase now. Can they find him? Seems like yes, into the lasso. They should have the kill here between the Silence and the Pulverize. Seems to be a non-issue. Delol, what has he found? He has found Pulverize. Not going to really get more than one slam in there onto the DP, but a good fight and a good catch there, all the same from Aurora, who not... Oh my lord. Sorry, so lightning struck the building next to me. It scared the crap out of me. Whew. It's raining, Winter.
I know it's raining here too, but I'm getting the calm rain, you know, the shower, the drizzle.
Yeah, it just scared the Christ out of me. That was the... Normally, if you know, I hear thunder before, it was the first thunder. No warning. Zeus ultimate.
Wasn't a Nimbus?
It was a Nimbus. I just got Nimbus. It was like if Zeus didn't use a single Thunder God's Wrath all game, and then all of a sudden, I just get Nimbus randomly, like 30 minutes in. Scares you, you know? You forget the thing.
Yeah, I get it. You know, when my wife's at home and this happens, and she'll be like sitting across me, like using her laptop working, and then she'll just like let out a random scream.
Give me a spook. I wasn't prepared for it. Roshan is going to get sided up. Pardon me. I'm otherwise fine. That's why we have surge protectors, thankfully. Roche, no surge protection for him. He's going to die. Aegis into the inventory of what? CJ? No, it has to be Storm, right? It is Storm. Okay.
Medusa Mima completes the Skadi. Gonna be really, really strong in the next upcoming fight. I mean, it's just good play by MAG, you know. DP used ulti, so knowing that Aurora is not gonna want to fight without the EXO, so just takes the Roshan, you know. Good abuse of the cooldowns. I mean, it's still gonna be quite hard to bring down the Medusa in the next fight. As long as Aurora doesn't fight without their primal or fight without one of their cores, if they're together, it's gonna be a difficult task. I think you kind of maybe have to try to use the arena to barricade the Medusa, stop her from doing damage with the arena. You try to chrono the DP, because there's no like direct saves, right? You have a Solar, you have an Elder Titan Storm, that's it, right? You chrono the DP, you kill her, use the arena to block off the Medusa, and you just take one of the cores at a time. You try to kite the Medusa and leave her for last.
Yeah, and the rest of your lineup's pretty good about playing in or around the Chrono, right? Rubik with increased cast range, Maiden, right, with a Glimmer can definitely reach into the Chrono with Freezing Field. Storm and Mars should have no problem maneuvering around the Chrono and still finding fights, as the DP could be in for a rough time. That's the aggressive Yules out from Womi into the Spear, but no, enough time there to activate the BKB, and he will escape, but that is going to be Spirit Siphon stolen. Sorry, that's Crypt Swarm stolen this time. Good spell for Delol to farm with.
This is a feels good spell, yeah, on Rubik. You clear creep waves like in a moment's notice. I swear there's like a couple of things I really like to have with Rubik when I want to farm. Creep Swarm is one of them.
I like Dragon Slave. Breathe Fire is really good because it synergizes nicely with Fade Bolt. What else do you have? Shackles? Not Shackles, sorry.
Power Shot?
Power Shot is amazing, definitely. I really quite like Fork's Lightning as well.
What? You mean Aether Shock?
Yeah, of course.
Fog Lightning is the Razor passive, you know? You didn't know, right?
I thought it was Shaman.
No, it's the Razor passive. It's
What's
called
Shamans
Fog Lightning.
then? What's Rasta?
Aether Shock.
No,
And
it's
it
the
used
old
to be
one.
called Fog Lightning too.
Yeah, that's what we're looking for.
but the current Lightning Revenant passive is called
Yeah.
Aether Shock. Not Aether Shock, Fog Lightning. Go read the spell. It releases a Fog
Go
Lightning.
read a book, he says. Read the wiki, he says.
I'm only telling you this because I treat you as my friend. You know, I want you to learn and be better.
You know, in a
If
way,
if you're a total stranger, I would just ignore you.
Feels bad. No plays coming. I'm gonna try and fight. Still have another 2 minutes left of this Aegis, so Storm is not afraid to tank here. And he is only the anvil. The hammer is coming. Smoked in the river, approaching, finding jabs, but completely missing the spear. And now potentially dying is Womi. He's got a Yules, does manage to use it. Let's see if they have the damage to take him down, and they do. No arena, and the silence onto Poda. Oh, the Yule Scepter just in time there, actually buying enough time for Lornoff to live into the Chronosphere. Poda able to escape in the meantime as 23 Savage chasing CJ out of this fight. Poda, he will conserve the Aegis, but his team has... Well, they've only lost the Mars. It's not really that big of a fight loss, but all the spells used.
I mean, still, they're gonna lose their map right now with all their ultimates being expanded. You know, that was a disastrous initiation by Womi. They're missing the spear, then still trying to force and running. I mean, sure, you know, you have Aegis, but they still have to take the fight slowly. I think you try to get vision with your wards and try to get for stragglers, you know, with the Storm. I mean, this is something really difficult to do, like in a team where you bought your initiation, but you have to rely on someone that has the composure to make the call that, oh, we still can take the fight, but we need to take it slowly.
Storm. This is bold. He's gonna try and really insist on getting this kill. Ali is still alive. Can they really turn? Poda's out of mana. He's dead. That's just the Aegis. That's just the Aegis. It was an exchange for a life onto Ali, but Womi, spear into the arena. Nicely done, but the silence now onto the Storm Spirit. That could be trouble, especially now with the goodness gracious. The lasso
alive?
on top. He is alive, but falling down into the Crypt Storm. He shall pass away. Womi, another good spear pushing back too, but Q is going to keep that Blink Dagger muted. No? Oh, he couldn't get off the last Napalm. Good lift there by the Lul. Allows Womi to escape, but no such luck here for the Maiden. No such luck for the Storm, as it'll end up being a 2-for-1 trade even with the Aegis.
That was so crazy that he actually ran in there with the Storm.
Radiant's middle tower
I mean, I
is
get it,
under
you know, he had
attack.
Aegis, but still you have no Chrono, so Void is probably not going to be showing up in this fight. And you're fighting into 5 heroes of Aurora. I think the best case scenario is you try to poke them and you force them to use their Exo and then you run away with the Storm. And then you try to play on those cooldowns. I mean, they definitely can still win team fights if they can isolate the DP and try to use Chrono on her and finish her off with the Faceless Void. I think the Void has enough damage right now. Especially when he gets the level 20 talent. Not as strong as before, but still gonna give him a huge boost in Chronosphere.
This just going to be stopping this Bat Rider now. I mean, he's got a full BKB, Winter. He's just always going to be able to find a lasso in the fights, and whether that's onto the Void, whether it's going to be onto...
Void has Lincoln's, Richie.
Yeah, okay,
soon.
but they have quite a few things. Not really, actually. They can't really break Lincolns too easily on this team, can they? Spirit Siphon? Snake? Force Staff on ET?
Lincoln's very good here. It's gonna either block Pulverize or Lasso.
Yeah, or like a Yule's or something. But yes, I agree. A strong item.
Are you on board the Yule's train right now?
Of course. I've loved Dual Scepter as an item. I used to play a lot of Winter Wyvern when I was just starting in Dota.
What?
and-
You buying Yule's on Winter Wyvern?
Yeah, because you would buy Yule's, you would buy a Glimmer and a Force Staff, and then you could never die. People could just not kill you. This is like obviously when I was a 2K, right? But it's just fun, right? You come down, Cold Embrace, Yule's, Force Staff. By that time, you had another ability again ready to go. My goodness, this is a very dead Crystal Maiden. Tony Savage has got himself a Disperser. He got himself into this fight so quickly. As Rubik does steal a spell. Probably just Crypt Swarm again. Indeed. But there he goes. He farms. And what does he manage to farm here with this time? Almost a full Ag Scepter now, Winter. Is this going to be an impactful item this game? Do you foresee this being good?
So what's the dream scenario for Rubik? You steal Exo and you steal Stone Gaze. No, that doesn't sound good.
ET ulti. You want ET ulti? And then you
No,
steal...
that's actually fine. Exo with Stone Gaze, it works. My brain just lagged, you know. Because when you turn to Stone, you take physical damage still.
Yeah.
But you don't take magic damage.
I thought they changed that. Don't you also take magic damage now?
Really? Am I crazy?
I think you just take bonus physical damage.
Oh,
Before
okay.
you were
It was bonus physical damage.
before
okay.
you were right, it used to make you immune to magic damage, say? I'm not sure. I could be wrong about that. I've been wrong already today, so I can't afford to be wrong again, Winter.
Don't worry, I'll tank it.
All right.
I have my abandon available still, you know. You
Oh,
can't,
good,
I
good.
can't let you abandon 2 games in a row.
Right.
Who
right.
does that, you know, to their friend?
Roche is going to spawn in 3 seconds. Poto needs to run back to refill mana in the fountain. He should be back out of here in no time. So close to level 3 ball lightning, but Roche has just spawned in. This should go down relatively quickly now. Voronov is going to be pushing mid-wave back out, which might leave his team a bit vulnerable here, to be honest.
He has to travel to the outpost.
Oda. He's TPing into the outpost now. As 22 Savage is going to get solo chrono jabs. A perfect cancel there, but he's going to be lifted basically into the chrono anyway. Q waiting for the opportunity to find a jump in as 22 Savage burned up the mana. Trying to live, does get the Stone Gaze off, and jabs to follow up. 3 dead bodies trampled on the hills, as well as that Uproar Eggs on top of the Ghost. Poda, where ya going, son? Absolutely nowhere. Jabs, what a fight. I can't believe Savage lived through that.
Yeah, unbelievable stuff, you know. It looked like a perfect chrono with the perfect setup to kill, but just couldn't finish her off. It's just always the danger of chronoing a Medusa. This is why the Medusa has such a good matchup against Faceless Void. Whenever you chrono her, you don't burst her, she gets her R button off, then that's it. That's all she wrote in the team fight.
That was so crazy. The fact that Jabs is able to like hit the brakes before onslaughting into the chrono makes a huge difference, because then Rubik is forced to use the telekinesis on him, which means there is no follow-up stun for 23. If he's stunned for another even half a second there, I am confident he dies, and without a stone gaze, I don't think this fight looks nearly as good for Aurora here, Winter.
He actually barely had enough mana for the stone gaze. He just had enough. I'm pretty sure if they didn't give her a chance to use her ultimate, the fight felt like it probably should have been over there, you know. It's unlucky. Sometimes it's just like one half a second that loses you the team fight.
Can really make all the difference, though. There's going to be a tough loss there, especially because it comes now with an Aegis on the Medusa. There should be a Roshan banner. Yes, it is. It's in the mid lane underneath the tier 3 tower.
So you give this a stamp of approval.
Yes.
From Seek and Strike.
Although I'm still open to having my mind changed on this this banner placement. I'm not sure if I'm totally correct on it, but I like it in the mid lane. To me, it makes the most amount of sense.
And I will be gladly backing you up on that. I like it in the mid lane too. The short distance means that you're getting the most value out of it.
Yeah, because you just want it to push out. I feel like in these circumstances, the worst case scenario for you for like second and beyond Roche is that you're trying to siege, but a hero like a Storm or a Mars or something sneaks around you, cuts your wave, and then TP's back, and then it just burns 30 seconds, right? That's a 1/10 of your Aegis duration, pretty much. So you being able to get your creeps reinforced and constantly having a lane shoved in with hopefully backdoor being broken goes a long way. And top and bottom, you don't really have that. The buff doesn't last nearly long enough. If they increase the buff length, I'd be totally fine with it. But given the buff tends to run out, I do like that other one. Okay, Q's find a good target here. It is just a maiden, but it is going to be a free kill, and it's going to give more map control now to Aurora, who can move more confidently. Well, he does have top shoving in, so someone's going to have to go and deal with that.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
I mean, they have travels on Aurora now. He could just go back if he wants to. Just come back in a moment's notice.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Ollie's not selected a tier 3 token. I wonder if he just has really bad ones.
CJ's gonna
going
get
back.
scouted.
They're going back. They see CJ. Jabs. Oh, goodness. Can they break? Yep, they've broken the Lincolns. They use the Force Staff of Q. Jabs ready and waiting with the Pulverize, and just too much damage there. CJ, he does not have buyback. He doesn't have buyback, Winter, and there's a freaking Ghost Lady on his high ground. Only Crypt Swarm stolen here. There is an Axe, by the way, online for the Rubik. He has currently Crypt Swarm and Mystic Snake. Not bad at all. But Lornoff has a shield. Top lane still shoving. Womi is going to have one more creep wave coming, but Lornoff with a good move there. Crypt swarms the creep wave as soon as it spawns and kills it. So that's the last creep wave top for a while. In the meantime, it's going to be at least a ball lightning zap onto Lornoff into the pole, slightly interrupting them. What more can they really get done now? Chrono and faces Void in 15 more seconds. 23 has TP'd back. Okay, so that should be the end of this push then. Still a minute and a half left on the H, but they don't want to have to deal with the Faceless Void as Q gets a nicely timed blink away. Good flame break as well, slowing the Storm to a crawl. Almost nothing worse in this game of Dota 2 than having like 0 move speed. What was that, Jabs? For the bounty? Really? He'll be able to escape. Ollie as well should have basically no problems. But Womi wants to fight. I don't know. This seems pretty far. CJ is here now. Lornoff does not have any abilities, and they've caught 3 heroes into the Chrono. Zipping to the other side now is going to be Poda, pulling them back out of the Chrono, but that's the kill onto the Elder Titan now as the fight kicking off. Looking for a lasso is Q, but heroes blinking away in the nick of time now as they will at least get their hands on the Faceless Void. Do they have the damage for the kill? They have a Silence jumping on in. It's going to be Jabs. He has Pulverized, but no chance to use it thanks to the Yule Scepter as Lornoff has his man. The telekinesis save out from Dalal, just getting CJ out of there as the Ags on the budget black hole from Poda. It's just not going to be enough. He's still going to die. Jabs is now going to be godlike. They find the Maiden. He is going to be taken down. They will at least lose Q as the lull. Oh no, he can't TP away the Ag Scepter on the Snake, cold-blooded stone form.
That
Brutal
was
sequence
a
of
valiant
events.
effort, you know, from Team MAG. That's getting the 3-man chrono, getting the storm, the budget black hole. Like 2 good budget black holes there, you know, but still not enough to win them the fight. It was a good attempt.
They
Aurora
only
definitely got
got
caught.
the supports.
Yeah, Aurora definitely not expecting that. They got caught by surprise. They weren't ready for the fight.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
I mean, it's a good try, you know. When the Dusa is on your high ground and everything's set up, then it'll be very, very hard for you to find another opening like that.
Yeah, I see what you mean.
Radiant's bottom
But the base is going to be opened up. You have the super creeps on the high ground.
Radiant's bottom tower.
And now the super creeps in the bot lane. There is no, there is a tier 2 tower. So they can't quite get the megas. And even then, with the heroes respawning, even without Chrono, it feels like a bold play to really try and force it here and now. So Aurora will move on to just simply solidify their lead a bit more now, Winter. Drew Savage is going to finish off the Daedalus. Probably going to sell these mana boots.
I mean, that's
the
how
refresher.
confident he is, right? If you're building Daedalus over Butterfly, it means that you know you're not dying.
Right. It's just a matter of outputting the damage, being lethal enough while they try and cut you around.
I mean, imagine if you are stoned by Medusa and Elder Titan is standing next to you. You take like what, 200% physical damage?
You're stoned?
Yeah, because you take bonus damage, right, when you're stoned.
Uh-huh.
Physical amp is 63%. And then you're standing next to the Elder Titan
Oh,
Aura, like the
yeah.
real hero.
Yeah.
So you get 100% armor reduction.
Base armor reduction.
Yeah, base armor reduction.
Wommy just saying hello here. Has to Yule Scepter himself, has BKB, is going to be hit by the Flame Break. He does not have anything to stop a lasso, so Q, yeah, he's just going to jump in and put him down.
Dire's bottom tower.
Maybe they were hoping Jabs could reach him in time because the cooldown on Pulverize is shorter, but at the end of the day, not going to make much of a difference. And that's a Mystic Snake coming back now for the Rubik, which, of course, is going to turn him to stone. He only stole Split Shot, which is probably your least favorite ability to ever get on a Rubik. I can't think of a worse spell to steal.
Let's see.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Even Duel sometimes has a purpose. Rarely. When the hell are you ever going to use a Split Shot?
Yeah, it's up there.
Is under attack.
Well, here comes the defense. There's a buyback on the Mars, but he won't have the BKB for 40 seconds. This is the last pair of barracks remaining. This is a +8 Exo Exorcism as well with the 25 talent as in goes CJ. The BKB did get activated now. Can they save him? It looks like they will. Someone's got themselves a Wind Waker, Winter.
Pyro Beast.
And that is going to condemn the effort, as no matter their best, even with the double buybacks now, they are going to have no Chrono. Whelmy doing what he can, but another save out from Jabs with the Wind Waker. Should buy 23 Savage just enough time as he self-dispels on the Disperser, ready to fight. Once again, another lasso here for Whelmy. The Budget Black Hole doing some good work, but where's going to be the follow-up damage? There is absolutely none. Faceless Void not in the fight, Winter. Faceless Void, he can't get in here. Now he's going to be broken, finding no bashes. Silence, he could be in for some trouble. There's still a Pulverize ready to go. Lincoln Sphere on cooldown for him. He's going to be forced to time walk away. There's going to be another buyback, this time out from the bait. Another good Budget Black Hole as Wobi somehow able to escape yet again. But Juju letting go on the freezing field, but killed off just like that, as that has to be it. That is GG. Another kill onto the Storm, and it is going to be MAG.ID eliminated from the qualifiers.
Yeah, good comeback here by Aurora after the disappointing first series today. Like, it's just being able to reset and try to come back and just build some morale again. I mean, by no means he was like a clean